Welcome back to our Landcruiser budget build. We're making this most reliable vehicle in Australia more reliable, starting with everything underneath the vehicle that's totally fucked. We are doing the rear
wheel bearings,
and the calipers.
brake cylinder.
And the brake cylinders. To be honest, thank you to everyone who's been watching our episodes and supporting us, because we really want to swap to a Nissan Patrol, but we're going to stick it out with the Toyota. And to start the episode, I want someone to please give us a new name for our Land Cruiser. Please, we can't keep calling it the Red Rocket. I don't think that when we talk to people, they'll know what we mean when we say Red Rocket.
The dog's dick.
So, new name, we need one. Please let us know. Let's get to work.
Oh my god, it's a mess on there. This car sucks.
No, she'll be good when we're done with it, mate. We'll just trust the process.
First step, go test your idle gun.
Oh, yeah.
It works. Now I'll take the wheel off. Now we can take the dirty brake drum off.
Look at your muscles, mate. Wrong muscles.
Oh, got it.
Hallelujah.
Now, second step, to take the axle and the hub off.
Kade's resorted to bashing the Land Cruiser.
You got to get these little lock collars out. So, what happens with these is, show you when I get it out. See how it's got a little split in it? So what happens is when you do them up into there, as they squish in, they actually squish down on the threads. So people do them up too tight and they squish down so hard you can't get them back off. Axle comes out. Now we're going to undo the little screws in the hubby.
Oh, what are you doing there?
Taking the hub nut off. That's the nut that holds the hub on. And then,
Get it out of the way.
hopefully, this will pull off. There'll be a washer. Wheel bearing and hub.
Now, how stuffed is it? How do you know if it's stuffed?
How do you know if it's stuffed?
Yeah.
You can look at the actual wheel bearings themselves. But what we'll do, they're not too bad actually. They've probably been
Replaced
looked
sometime.
after at some stage in its life, yeah. But the axle seal, that seal on the axle was leaking.
Yep.
Because them wheel bearings are full of grease, but they've been contaminated with oil. So this all should be clean and dry here with grease, but it's not.
So why is it contaminated with oil? Because that brake booster thing's leaking?
No, because that seal on the axle just there, there's a tiny little seal, just that one. That seal there
Yeah.
wasn't sealing properly either. So that's meant to go in here and seal. Hopefully we've got a new one of them.
I feel like we're going to be a very expensive shop when we go to our old Toyota again.
Yep, we just removed the handbrake cable. Because what I'm going to do, I'm feeling a little lazy. I'm going to undo the brake line off the back of the brake cylinder. And then I'm going to undo the bolts and take that whole assembly off and go put it in the parts washer because it's dirty and I don't want to get greasy. I know. So I just undone the brake line. So all the brake fluid's going to leak out. That should be it. I tap it with a hammer, hopefully it all comes off.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
There you go.
Alright, so that is taking off the wheel bearing.
Wheel bearing brake assembly. That's all been removed. Then we're going to go put them in the parts washer.
Yeah. It's a vacuum do it, mate.
Got a manhandle. Done.
Now we wait. Oh, well, we were trying to get this off, but it's got a bit of a problem now, doesn't it, doll?
Yeah.
So what's wrong with it? The back's
The badge.
the badge. The brakes.
The brake adjuster thing, I can't back it off, so the brakes are like stuck against the drum. But we're getting there, inch by inch.
Do you feel like Birdo had as much trouble with his control?
Oh, got it.
This is easy work.
It's cheating, eh?
Back to the car.
I'm just pulling the brake shoes off because I've got brand new brake shoes. And then we've got brand new brake cylinders. And we've got the whole brake assembly off. So we're just doing it on the bench. It's a bit easier than sitting under the car hunched over. So we're just going to go ahead. I've just unclipped these two springs. I'm just going to unclip these springs here. So what you do is you put your little finger under the back of it, ready? Except for all these Commodores broken down. Okay, we're bolting this little baby back on because I can't get the springs off on the bench. It's proving difficult. These are just the dumbest little springs you've ever seen, eh? Like, you can't get that out because it's dumb.
Dumb.
Right, like, why would they just make stuff like this? I don't even know how I done that, but it's all stuck as one piece, but I got it off. Righto, now we can take that to the bench.
Once Kade finally pulled the brake assembly apart, it was basically the same process in reverse to put it back together. Simple in theory, except it needed multiple hands and sparked a couple of quality arguments.
Just tapping the new bearing should help you.
Tapping? Doesn't sound like tapping, sounds like smashing them in. Is that what you got to do?
Yeah, I was just tapping it in.
Oh my gosh.
Hey look, brand new bearing in. See?
Hey.
And then you can flip it over and you can make sure it pushed home because of the edges. That one's home, so now we can turn it over and bash the other one in. You can buy proper like bearing tools for this.
Oh, can you?
Yeah, but
not today.
The needle works just as good. It packs every little roll with grease, see? Now I'm gonna pack the hub as well.
Ooh.
Pretty good, eh? We've got our new hub with our new seal wheel bearings. Slide him on, push him home. Can you peel the plastic off for me, dear? You're right, don't be afraid to get grease on you.
Oh, I don't want any grease on me.
Slide that in. No, I don't need any of that. Now get the nut, old washer, old nut. The washer has a keyway on it.
Yep.
Keyway has to go in a certain way. Just trying to find the keyway.
What's a keyway? Like
on
the way
axle,
it goes on?
No, on the axle there's a groove.
Oh, okay.
Where the washer's meant to go.
Yep.
Which I think is just there. And we'll grease the nut.
Screw it on.
Screw him on. Now we go do the same on the other side. Okie dokie. Beep boop. Testing. Audio test. So, we've got our little hub on. We've put our washer on the inside. We've got our hub adjusting nut on as well. Now we just need to adjust this nut. Now, we do not have the correct tool to adjust this with a socket. So what we're going to be doing, remember, this is a budget build. If you've got 2 Phillips head screwdrivers, you can wind your nut down, which I've already I sort of bottomed it out. It's bottomed out. You put that one in that hole, that one in that hole. You lock your nut up, so it's locked up. Now, because we're seating the bearing, now you just want to spin your hub around a fair few times, just to make sure it's all sitting in properly. Smears your grease around also for you. You do 20 rotations or 30, depends how you feel.
Do you have to do this though?
Yeah, it is a good practice to spin it, because if you lodge a seal under the hub and you go to spin it, see how easy that is to spin?
Yeah.
If there's something not right, it won't be that easy to spin when you tighten the bearings right up.
Yeah.
So it's good practice. Now we stick our little screwdrivers in there. Now we're going to loosen this off, this nut. Loosen our lock nut off. So it's loose as now. Go until it touches. It's touched. Then you go a little bit tighter than when it touches. And it works out pretty good on these. And that there won't have any movement. And if I've done it correctly, my little lock screw should line up. Which it did perfectly line up. So you wind that in. All these screws are buggered, by the way. Done. That wheel bearing there will be adjusted. No movement. Spins perfectly. Now we've got to put our brake drum on, please. The brakes are backed all the way off, so this should slide on perfectly. Thank you. Now we need to clean this up, put our axle in. For those with a keen eye, I've probably noticed there's one down missing already. And if you did not notice, well, I'm just letting you know there's one down missing already. New axle seal. Now we're just using a little bit of silicone on these axles and surfaces. It's a 40-year-old vehicle. Everything's a little bit worn past what it should be. So a little bit of silicone here and there isn't going to hurt the old girl. It's only better for it if anything. Rightio. Look at that. New brakes, new wheel bearings, new brake cylinders.
This is actually the worst job in the world.
Well, it's like a kid.
Alright, ready?
Yeah, you're right. Just keep pumping it.
And then my absolute favourite job, standing there pumping the brake pedal until all the air's out of the lines. And we only had to do it 3 times. How lucky. Alright, so that's how you bleed brakes.
Yeah, it's a dodgy way. So all we done, I'll try and simplify it. All we done was, you've got a blade screw on each brake cylinder. We cracked the blade screw off. Shania pumps the pedal, it forces the fluid down through, out the blade screw, pushes all the air out, and then we lock it back up.
Simple.
You can't do it like that on every vehicle due to ABS and stuff like that, but now the old vehicles, that's just an easy, quick way of doing it.
Alright, put the wheel back on.
Put the wheels on, let's get it off on the ground. Right, if I spin it, you see it
Yeah.
wobbling.
It's
Like it didn't fall off because I
wasn't even strapped
haven't
on.
even got a nut on it.
Oh, mate, bad mechanic. Anyways.
Oh no, we'll put these nuts on, we'll put it on the ground and we'll see if we have brakes.
Yeah. This episode, we're just going to tension the wheel nuts, take out the sway bar, which is making like a new rattling noise
The end fell off.
because the end fell off, so that's great. But anyways, we'll catch you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.
Trying to make it grow into a V8.
Into this.
Yeah. Like some damn water. Oh, piece of shit.